Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets. Today, checking out some more Alder from Italy, from Milan. So far, one of the best breweries I've had from Italy based on one beer. I was really impressed by that West Coast IPA. It beat Brewhouse and it beat Electric. It was also fresher, but mind you, but man, it was good. So this is also from Leonardo, who came by the brewery, brought some awesome beers for me. Thanks a ton, man. He even came back. He's been traveling, I think it was Norway. He came back on the way home to visit the brewery again to pick up the new releases we packaged before going back home that we packaged whilst he was in Norway. So that's awesome. So he came back. So fun to say hi again. So we're cracking this one. I'm really stoked on it. Frederick, my boss and friend, said that he loved this. So this is from Alder and this is a Lewis. And this is a Franconian inspired Kellerbier in a lighter variant. So you get a lot of varieties of Franconian lagers. Sometimes with the Kellerbiers, they can be light, they can be dark, they can be... The main thing with the Kellerbiers is that they're unfiltered. And it's so complex because brewers call them all different names. Some call them ungespundet beers, some call them lager beers. You know, the Franconian way is just malt-centric lagers, but also sometimes a bit hoppy. The key is just like vibrant, fresh, complex, easy drinking beers. It's like the perfection of simplicity, if you can say it. And we had the fantastic experience at Bad Seed Brewing's Beer Festival, Bad Seed Beer Fest, to pour like days old kegs of Franconian beers, thanks to Jason, who's been helping me with getting Franconian beers to review on the channel. He was there. He helped with getting kegs up and stuff. It was just amazing from unstick and everything. And there was quite a few where I was just like, wow. Like my favorite was like probably Paulai Bayer. That was really good. And then also, of course, I love Münchenbach. You know, you can never go wrong with that. And then there was one more from a tiny brewery, which was really good. I have the names written down because I can't remember all of them because there was a lot of breweries that was new to me. One of them was like an old communal brewery where everything was run without electricity. It's crazy. So this one, Lewis, is Franconian inspired. It's brewed with Baca Pilsner malt and some kind of Monaco caramel, it says. Bad translation because everything is Italian, so it's Google Translate. The hops are Tradition, Hallertau Mittelfrüh, and Spalt Select, fermented with a traditional lager yeast. It's got a golden color, it's slightly hazy, and you get like malty, bread crusted, fine herbaceous hoppy nuances. So I can smell it from here. It smells like vibrant beer. It's 4 weeks old, dead fresh. Let's dive in. So pours a slightly hazy golden yellow color. It looks like a Kellerbier. It was a bit more clear when I just poured it out, but just getting a little bit of that cinnamon in made it look like a lot of the beer you served in Franconia. Whitehead, kind of frothy when it poured out, and looks like it's a soft CO2, which is also common in these kind of beers. Let's check out the aroma. And thanks a ton to Leonardo for the beer. Busy week, so I think this is going to be good. This smells really good. Really vibrant malt character. Very, it sounds so weird when I say that, but juicy malt. I think maybe vibrant malt is better, but the malt character is like pie in your face, like fresh bags of Pilsner malt. Smells fabulous. Baca Pils is a very good malt from Weimar. It's just a little bit more interesting than classic Pilsner malts from them. So you get some like nice aromatic from that, and almost like, I guess the Cara malt in there is giving that slightly more rustic bread crusty note. It's not going all the way into this like crazy complex Munich-y hazelnut loaves and countryside loaves and sourdough. It's more like this bright crusty wheat bread or something like that, and just like fresh Pilsner grain. So it's really good. Nice undercurrent of hops, very balanced hop profile. Getting a good amount of citrus, which is maybe from Mittelfrüh. Good amount of spice as well in there. And also a little bit of a grassy note. It smells really good. Let's try it. Cheers, and thanks again, Leonardo. What a mouthfeel. 4.8%. I failed to mention that. Damn. Wow. I think I'm starting to find my new favorite Italian brewery. Like I've really been away from the Italian beer scene for a while, but this is fucking delicious. It really feels like drinking beer in Franconia. is really not far off. Definitely a good bitterness to it. Definitely a good hop character. It's balanced. It's not like there's some Franconian brewers where the hops are a little bit more aggressive than this. But here it's like balanced and there's a good amount. Actually, the bitterness builds. Really nice. It's kind of like, yeah, it's the lighter killer style, I guess. Because it leans maybe a little bit into the Franconian approach to Helles, which is often a bit more hoppy, but less malty than that. But man, this is crushable. So much crisp, fresh, like Pilsner malt flavor. Like just like fresh bags of malt. And then like that bread crusty note there. Also crackery, because like there's a little bit of a snap to it. And I guess that's water profile. It's not like it's necessarily like snappy because of high CO2, because the CO2 is fairly low. But it's like the CO2 level you kind of expect of Franconian beer. Then a really, really nice hop flavor. A lot of citrus, floral, midwifery flavors kind of playing in there. Spicy bite on the back end. Good amount of drying black pepper. Really dries out that finish. Touch of floral. Yeah, great showcase of like classic hop varieties that also pop because it's fresh. Like, fuck man, I keep saying it and I have so much beer to review. Like, beer is best fresh. I was like, most of the beer I have in the cellar now is a lot of it is not going to be drunk fresh, like the barrel aged stuff and whatnot. I'm going to try, but you should see my cellar these days. It's growing. But all those fucking hype beers, like I've got so much to go through. This is just fucking great. I'm gonna crush this. This is very much on par with fantastic Franconian lagers. It's just super crisp, hoppy, bitter, dry, awesome balance between all the nuances. It's maybe not like the perfect balance as like Synthna and these kind of beers. It leads to more towards into the more crisp, slightly bitter side. Maybe a bit Wagner-ish, but more rich. If we think of like their pills and stuff like that, which I know this is not pills, but if we're just talking Franconian breweries, but it leans into this more crisp, bitter, hoppy style, but not like completely full blown. The more I drink it, the more I think it's hoppy for sure. At first I was like, yeah, this is a great balanced malt, but it leans more towards like the hop side, which fine by me. I love hoppy lagers. But this is great. This is like a 92 or something like that, maybe even a 93. Fantastic Kellerbier. Like, there's some Franconian beers that I like a bit more than this when we talk of these styles that's done a bit better. But it's like not loads different. Like, it's just like the balance has been done a bit better on some of these, maybe some personal preference things with maybe a touch more of like a slight fruity edge and like nitpicky small stuff. And with lager, sometimes the magic with it is also hard to explain because it's such delicate beers. But you like when you drunk a lot, when you try something that's world class, you just know. You might not be able to always define all the small things, but it's just like, whew, it's like, yeah, oh my lord, I want to drink this my fucking entire life and on a desert island. Kind of like the unfiltered snake. Like when you have that experience, that's like boom, perfect lager beer. And I don't have that with this, but this is fucking awesome. So fantastic stuff once again from Alder. I'm looking forward to trying more. But this was awesome. So thanks a ton to Leonardo for the beer. If you guys had a chance to try Alder's Lewis, let me know what you thought of it. If not, try and get some. This is awesome stuff. These guys are making great beer. So as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And mostly cheers and some delicious Franconian style lager from Italy. And see you guys in another beer review.